Hey YouTube, it's Jaky. I'm back. I'm actually going to make you another video. This time I'm going to walk you through exactly how I get my signature look. As you can tell, I've already removed all of my facial hair, and I did put on one layer of the Max Factor Pancake Makeup Pan Stick. Unfortunately, I live in Canada. I can't get this up here. Used to be able to get it at Shoppers Drug Mart, but now I have to order it online through eBay. But Ben Nye makes a great product, MAC makes a great product that is full coverage. And I set all of my foundation with a sheer powder, like a loose powder, and then with the Studio Fix from MAC, just like a pressed powder, gives you the even look. I'm gonna rush through this a little bit just so that I can actually talk you through it. A lot of people didn't understand what I meant when I said the wrinkle. When I draw on my boy brows, I would draw them down underneath where the wrinkle is. When I draw on my drag eyebrows, I bring that up above. So if you lift up your eyebrow, your muscle actually creates a natural divot. So I would go underneath that as a boy and on top of that as a girl. I am going to use this little mirror here because my computer is backwards, just to make this a lot faster. So when I draw on my girl eyebrows, I go up where my brow naturally is, and then I go above and on top of that muscle, on top of where that wrinkle is created. Okay? They only need to look like sisters, not twins. And the same thing with the other side. When I bring my brow up, I always bring it up to the point where I want to start to create the arch. In a drag brow, you don't want to go back down because you're going to pull your eyes down. You're going to create an illusion by creating a straight line out over that muscle. It's going to look like the brow is going down. That's actually going straight across, straight from the arch across. And it creates this natural illusion of a female brow. And before I start my eyes, I always set down this layer of loose powder to catch any of the fallout. That's the black that I'm putting onto my eyes right now. When I did my original video, I got a lot of complaints saying that I was doing it a little too fast, that people weren't quite understanding what was going on. So I do start with this patch of black in the corner. This is the beginning of the crease, just right in the corner of my eye right here. I'm going to pull that across, creating the natural crease in the eye. So what I'm doing here is what's called blending. I'm bringing that black and I'm blending it up with a brighter color. In this case, I am using this quite bright purple here. I like it because it blends well into black as well as the white. And I'm just going to move on to the other eye, and again, blending that up into the black. If you notice how quickly that does happen, I'm putting the purple on directly over top of the black and pulling straight up. I like to pull a little bit of that black down underneath. Creates more of a Betty Davis look, but I think it makes my eyes look a lot better. And if you notice, I pulled a little bit of that purple onto the lid earlier. Now you're going to go in with the highlights. You can either choose like an almond natural skin color, or what I like to do is I like to use the white. I think it makes a little bit more of a contrast. So I'm just going to grab my mirror here. A little bit more of a contrast in the color. And I'm also going to put that underneath the brow here. This is where all of that blending comes in handy, because you're pretty much just putting the white underneath the brow and you're letting all of that color do the blending for itself. All the way across the brow like this. So those brows that we put on earlier are not going to be the brows that we're keeping for the night. They're pretty much just a template, and we're going to come in later and darken those up a little bit. and I'm going to come in with my blender brush and blend the whole thing out. Liquid liner and fill in the entire bottom lid. So you're connecting that shadow to the corner of your eye with either a liquid liner or a pencil. Lining the top lid's a little bit more difficult. I do start a quarter of the way through, as I did on this eye here, and I draw a line straight up connecting with the highest point in the black part of my crease. Then I draw a line going straight up from that to connect with the highest point. And you always want to trap the fallout between two layers of powder. So I'm going to put that on and I'm going to sweep it away.